So let's have a go at making a card with some kings on. A pop-up card. Some of the things that you might like to gather together is some card. Now, I didn't have any cards, so I'm using a cereal box. Obviously, check with a grown-up at home if you're allowed to use your cereal box. Or maybe you've got some plain card, that's great. You might like to find you've got some fancy scraps of paper, or just some plain paper is also good. Maybe you've got, I've got a big envelope that's got all sorts of bits and pieces in, and they're all useful because you can use those for decorating the kings. I've also got some pens and a glue stick, really useful. I'm going to need some scissors. You might need some help with the cutting. I need a ruler or a straight edge. So again, you could use the edge of a box, and a pencil. Okay, so let's give this a try. Okay, so I'm going to fold my piece of card in half. So that's putting the corners to corners together. Let's see if I can get that so that you can see. Fold that down. Okay, make a good strong crease. Excellent. Now, in order to get that pop-up bit, I need to cut some straight lines into the card. So I'm going to use my ruler to help me. And if we're going to have 3 kings, we need 2 lines for each king. Okay, so that is a little bit tricky, so you might need some help. And what you do is you pop your ruler down and you draw some lines that are roughly traveling in the same direction. We'd call them parallel lines. Okay, so you want something that looks a little bit like that. Now, can you see I've done that at the foldy edge? All right, so we've got our lines and we're going to cut along those lines. Okay, not too far. I don't even want to go to the middle bit. Okay, so just cut along the lines. Here we go, that's it. Brilliant. And they're going to help to make our stand-up bits for the kings. Okay, so I want to push and pull these up and down. So what we want in the end is that one lot is standing up and one lot is lying down. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to lift that one up and that one up and that one up. So I did see a suggestion that says put a pen or pencil through to help you, and then we're going to lift that up and fold it all the way down. That's it, so we can push down those creases. Excellent, good stuff. So when I open that up, look, can you see I've got like steps? They don't have to all be exactly the same, so don't worry if they're not. That's it, I'm going to make sure it's all pressed down really hard, and that's where our kings are going to stand up. So now I need a little bit of card, and I've got here just a sort of a scrap of card, and I'm going to make a king to stand up, one on each one. Okay, and then we're going to decorate each king. Brilliant. Now, before we do that, you might like to colour up here. You might like to colour that so that it's all a job that's already done. Okay, here we go. I'm going to colour mine in like this. I'm going to make a nice purple background, I think. You can do any colour that you like, really, if you want to. There we go, colouring, colouring, colouring. You see, just colouring quickly. You could do probably a much better job than me, I think. Excellent, so there we go. I've coloured all the background in, and you can colour the other bit if you want to. Yeah, let's do that now as well. I'm doing mine this lovely sort of turquoisey green colour. I wonder what colour you're doing. That is quite a lot of colouring, isn't it? And maybe you're allowed to do painting. You might be able to paint it, but then you have to wait for it to dry, don't you? Or you could get some colourful paper and stick that on instead. There we go. But when you're colouring a big space, you want to use a big fat pen or a crayon. Crayons are great. Okay, here we go. There we are. So there, I've got mine. I've got that all ready for the kings now. Okay, brilliant. I need to get a little bit of card or paper. And I'm going to make a king to stand up against here. Okay, so you're going to need your grown-ups' help with this. You want it to be just about the same width as the stand-up stand. So I'm going to cut that so it's just like this, okay? And then we can decorate this to be our king, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle for a face, all right? So let me do that. Draw a circle. I need my pencil. We need a crown, I think. We don't know if they were really kings, but that's what we talk about. So let's find, I'm going to make, maybe I've got some gold shiny, or maybe you've got some foil you could use to be a crown. I've got this lovely pattern. I think I'll use this lovely pattern. I'm going to cut out a little rectangle, little tiny piece, and then slightly zigzag the end so that I can make the crown. Okay, let's see how we're doing. I said you might need some help with the cutting. Here's my little crown. I'm going to put some glue on the back of that. We'll stick that above the face, above that's where the face is going to go. And then the crown goes on the top there. Okay, there's the crown. And then I want to find something fine for the king to wear. So I could colour it, I could stick something on. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so let's have a look and see what I've got here. So here's a king that I've coloured in, done some stripes. This king's got a red crown on. I'm going to put a little bit of glue just on this, stick this upright bit, and then stick that king on. Brilliant. And here's another king that I decorated with some paper. So again, I'm just going to put the glue on the upright bit and stick that one on there. That's it. You might need a little bit of help again pressing those down. So what shall we do with the last king? I'm going to give this king, let's see. I haven't got very many colours. So let's have a sort of red, a reddish colour to be the face. That's it. As I said, I'm doing this very quickly. And then we can put on some eyes, 2 dots for eyes, and a big smile, because I think this king's very pleased. So I'm gonna get a piece of paper to stick on. I've got this pattern here. So I'm gonna stick that on, and I'm gonna cut a piece. There we go. A bit of glue on there. And stick it on. There we are. And can you see it? I've done it too big, so I'm just going to fold that up. That doesn't matter. A bit of glue. Tuck that bit away. And then I can stick the glue on this other upright bit and stick our third king. There we are. There we have them. Our pop-up card with the kings. You can add something down here to be like a royal carpet. I'm going to use this bit of paper. That's nice fancy pattern. Here we go. Stick that down there. And you might remember the kings were following a star, weren't they? So I'm going to draw a star up at the top here. There we are. And there's our pop-up card. This king, look, I've got this pattern here. So I'm going to stick that on and I'm going to cut a piece. There we go.